Okay, Chapter 1, Section 5, Graph, Ratio, Tables. First are terms. A coordinate plane is formed when two perpendicular lines intersect at their 0 points. Perpendicular means they make right angles to each other or 90-degree angles. So I have here a coordinate plane. I labeled my horizontal axis X, my vertical axis Y, and then here at the center is the point where they intersect at their zeros. Okay, from here it's 1, 2, up is 1, 2, left is -1, -2, and down is -1, -2. The origin is the point where the perpendicular lines intersect at 0, 0. So we have an x of 0 and a y of 0. The x-axis is the horizontal number line, while the y-axis is the vertical number line. An ordered pair is a pair of numbers used to locate a point. An example, the point 2, 3. We have parentheses around the numbers and a comma between them. This stands for x, comma, y. So that means from the origin, right here, you go to the right 2 and up 3. So we go right 1, 2, and up 1, 2, 3. And we put a dot there. Now I'm going to get rid of that line that I put in there because we don't need the lines. We just need the dot. This is 2, 3. So our quick check used the ratio table to solve each problem. Admission to a local art museum is $8 for each adult. How much does it cost for 4 adults to attend the museum? So at 2, it's 16. At 3, it would be 24. So at 4 times 8 is 32. So it should be $32 for them to get in. You can always go check. Yay, the space is right. Kim can run 8 miles in 60 minutes. At this rate, how long will it take her to run 2 miles? So 4 miles would be half of 8, which would be half of 60, which is 30 minutes. And then half of 4 would be 2, so half of 30 would be 15, so 15 minutes. 2 pounds of ground beef will make 12 cups of chili. How many pounds of ground beef will Rashad need if he wants to make 18 cups? So I need 12 to 18, and that's 6. So if I break it up, or tell you what, I'm going to get this ground beef to 1 pound. So to do that, that becomes a 1. The 12 becomes a 6. So now, when I go to 3 pounds, 3 times 6 is 1 times 6, 2 times 6, 3 times 6 is 18. So this is 3 pounds of hamburger meat gives you 18 cups of chili. Our question of the chapter, how to use equivalent rates in the real world. Right now we're about to see how we can graph ordered pairs and we can compare the ratios doing that. Our terms that I defined a little bit ago. The table shows the cost in dollars to create CDs of digital photos at a photo shop. The table also shows this information as ordered pairs. So here is our information, and then we get it in ordered pairs. So we have our X, and then our Y, and that's how we put it in our ordered pair. Number of CDs and cost in dollars. Graph the ordered pairs. So start at the origin, use the X coordinate, and move along the X-axis, then use the Y-coordinate and move along the Y-axis. So this is the point 1 of 3. So we have an X of 1, a Y of 3. So start at the origin, go right 1, up 3. The next one, start at the origin, go right 2, up 6. The next one, start at the origin, go right 3, and up 9. The table shows the distance Kaylee travels on her scooter. The table also shows this information as ordered pairs, time in seconds by distance in feet. So your time is always your independent, while your Y is what is dependent on that, the thing that will change. So for each one of these, we have our X and we have our Y, and it tells us what to do. So this tells us to go from the origin right 1 up 4, right 2 up 8, from the origin right to a 3, and right 4 up 16. So I'm going to move my pretty blue square here so we can see that we went from the origin, right 1 up 4, right 2 up 8, right 3 up 12, right 4 up 16. And if you notice here, they did the x's by 1 and the y's by 4 so that they could get everything on the graph. You can do that. We'll talk about misleading graphs another day, but to get our information on here, it's fine as long as you are consistent. Okay, the table shows the cost in dollars to create CDs of digital photos out of Photoshop. This is what we talked about before, describe the pattern. So now, looking at that same graph that we had earlier, these lines, or these dots, look like they form a line to me. And it's very consistent. So the points appear in a line. Each point is 1 unit to the right and 3 units up from the previous point. So right 1 up 3, right 1 up 3, right 1 up 3. So the cost increases by $3 for every CD created. Two friends are making scrapbooks. Renee places 4 photos of each page of her Renee places 4 photos on each page of her scrapbook. Gina places 6 photos on each page of her scrapbook. Make a table for each scrapbook that shows the total number of photos placed. And each book has 1, 2, 3, or 4 pages. List the information as ordered pairs. So we had pages, they told us 1, 2, 3, 4 for both of them. And then it told us that Renee was going by 4, so that's minus 4, 8, 12, 16, and that Gina was going by 6, 6, 12, 18, 24. So then we need to graph those. So again, right 1 up 4, right 2 up 8, right 3 up 12, right 4 up 16, all starting at the origin. And with Gina, it's right 1 up 6 from the origin, right 2 up 12, and so on. So it's that same pattern. You have the same pattern going on every time. Let's see, that was making our table. And now Snapshot is a digital photo service that charges 20 cents per photo. MyPix charges 12 cents per photo. Make a table for each service that shows the cost of, and I can do it as simple as this, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so then that's my point. 1 what, 2 what, 3 what, 4 what. So snapshot is 20 cents per photo. Point 2, point 4, point 6, point 8. Okay, let's see if I'm on the right track. So they did it as whole numbers. That's fine. Let's see. Get rid of that. And then I'll do it as whole numbers as well. So 20, 40, 60, 80. 20, 40, 60, 80. That was snapshot. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for MyPix. And we have 1 what, 2 what, 3 what, 4 what. And it was 12 cents. 12 factors. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times 3 is 36. 12 times 4 is 48. Plug them into your point form. Ooh, that was messy on there. There we go. Two friends are making scrapbooks. Renee places 4 photos of each. Okay, so we're using those tables now to graph. Notice they did them in 2 different colors. And you can see Gina is in red, Renee is in blue. We just put them right 1 up 4, right 1 up 6. Notice that they had it by 3s. I probably would have done it by 2s instead of 3s. It would have made my graph a little bigger, but it would be a little more clear. Everything was even, so evens would have been a really good choice there for your Ys. Okay, so that same table that we had before for each of our, let me get it. So I just brought our table over here. What I would do, you need, whoops, you need an X and a Y. My X's, I'm just going to go by 1, 2, 3, and 4. My Y's, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, so it goes really high. But then I have 12, 24, 36, so those are very specific. I'm going to go by tens, and I'm going to estimate these in this table for my picks, okay? So you go 10, 20, 30, and so on. So let's move our table here so we can see that we did estimate. So it was right one up 12 right here, or right one up 20 for my picks. No, for snapshot. Right one up 20 for snapshot. Right 2 up 40 for snapshot. Right 3 up 60 for snapshot. Right 4 up 80. So you can see it. We're not connecting the dots right now. We are just getting them on a graph. Two friends are making scrapbooks. Renee places, okay, so same information that we have. How does the ratio of photos to each page compare to each person? So Renee was 4 photos to 1 page, whereas Gina was 6 photos to 1 page. So the ratio of photos to pages for Renee's scrapbook is 4 to 1, while the ratio of Gina's scrapbook is 6 to 1. On the graph, both sets of points appear to be in a straight line, but the line for Gina is steeper. So if you go back and you look at that, let's see, I got it all messed up in here. Here we go. So you can see that Gina is steeper than Renee. Okay, and that's just what they were saying there. So coming back in here, so Gina was steeper. So that's a good observation. So here, snapshot, we go ahead and we look at our information. We have snapshot coming up here, while we have my picks going up here. What you can see is that snapshot cost a photo for each service. So snapshot, how do the ratios of cost per photo? So cost is 20 to 1 for snapshot. My picks is 12 to 1. So snapshot, no, actually, we'll do this. Both appear to form lines with snapshot being steeper. And you can also say that snapshot is going to be more expensive. So you can see as it gets more and more photos, it costs more and more. Our question has been, how do you use equivalent rates in the real world? And here we saw in this lesson that you can graph rates in order to find a pattern or make a prediction, and you can compare ratios by graphing.